Alright, welcome back to section 3 of the tutorial. We're going to stitch a nice dimpled, well-defined smile onto our pearl here. You can see from the work that we've already done, pulling the eyes in and doing the nasal ridges, she's just got this really nice gaze now. Her face just begs for a hug, and that's what we want from our bears. So we're going to continue on with that and do the smile now. And the first thing that you need to remember is that if your bear already has a stitched smile that's like stitched in yarn, if you want to do this, you're going to have to take that yarn out and start over, because if you try to do what we're doing here over a yarn stitch smile, the tension from the upholstery thread is going to cause that yarn to sag and get loose, and it'll look horrible. So as you can see, Pearl here, she doesn't have any yarn stitching in there. They did do, all that I can see really is that they did kind of a dimple right there in the middle that's kind of weird. They just like drew back on one spot, so she's kind of puckered. I'm going to leave that in there because what I'm going to be doing is actually just going to superimpose right on top of that. I'm going to pull right there and pull across to here and pull across to here. So that'll actually make things easier for me if I leave it there. But generally speaking, if there's anything stitched there already, you got to take it out and start over. You can't do one over the top of the other. It'll be saggy and crappy and it'll look horrible. So let me get this threaded again. I forgot to thread this for the video again. Now this is the hardest of the three things to do. It just is, and you've got to be really, really patient with this. And I can guarantee you the first couple of times you do this, you're going to screw it up, and you'll have to go back and redo it. It's just something that you have to practice. Okay, so yeah, we've got threaded up. So now there's kind of two different ways that you can do this. You can just do the two lower parts here, or you can do the two or low parts in conjunction with a cleft here. And I'm not absolutely sure exactly what I want to do, if I want to go up to the nose or not. There's a little thread. Stray thread right there. Anything you find like that, you want to get rid of. So we're going to pull on that too. And get that out of there. Okay. We're just going to pull on those, clip them out. They don't need to be there. Okay. So what we're going to do first here is we're just going to poke right in the center there. Right where you can kind of see they airbrushed this already, so that kind of helps me out showing this. But you can see where the V part of the mouth meets up with that cleft right there under the nose, and you want to hit the needle right where all three of those join up. Okay, that's the center. That's the heart of the mouth right there. That's the center. That's where you want to start. You know, and if you're doing this with a bear that just has nothing on the face, like there was no yarn that you took out and there's no airbrushing, then you kind of have carte blanche. You can do the dimensions of the mouth any way that you want. You just need to visualize where you want that mouth to all come together and kind of make a concrete decision on that, because everything hinges on coming together right there where you put that first needle mark. Now, just like we did with the nasal ridges, you want to grab a little bit of stuffing when you go through and do this. You know, we're gonna come around, go back, come around, and kind of scoop some. Now, when you come out again, you need to be sure that you're where you want to be as far as the mouth ending. You know, like you don't want to be super far back on the muzzle, otherwise he's going to have like this really freakishly wide smile, and you don't want that. So this needle's bent. I've really kind of tortured it. So you can kind of work that back straight. Okay, we'll try that again here. Alright, now in, gonna scoop up some, kind of dig and scoop up some, I think I want to go right here. Okay, so you can kind of see where I came in and where I'm coming out. And what you want to visualize here too is that when you run the stitch across, it's going to kind of be like a butt cheek. That's kind of a stupid analogy there, but it's going to be like a butt cheek. It's going to sag down and it's going to be kind of nice and round here. So you want to make sure that when you do your start and end point that you account for that you're going to have a certain amount of arc between them, and the wider the distance between those, the more the arc's going to be. Okay, so keep that in mind. But so here we go. We're just going back that way, and we're going to just kind of simple as pie. You're just, all you're doing is you're just making a nice little cleft there, couching it in. And again, we're doing our teddy bear twist here, so I got it in between the threads. Don't want to do that. Okay. So teddy bear twist and get that nice little knot in there. And I'm not digging this too deep, but depending on how much of a dimple you want, how much of a smile you want, you can pull it in tight, or you can leave it just a little bit loose like I'm doing. All I want to do is just give a little bit of definition to that smile, so you can actually put your finger in there and you can feel that nice little cleft there. If you put your hand on her, you can feel that smile, and that's what I'm going for here. That's just one side right there. Do another twist and get it set in. Okay. Okay, and clip that. And another thing that you really, and again, do it, clip real close to the knot. Make sure you didn't get any fur in the knot, and clip, get the knot nice and tight, super tight, so you can clip real close. It's super important here because the smile is like right broadside on the front of the face, and you do not want any thread ends showing, sticking down from there. Alright, and so literally all we're going to do is repeat this diametrically on the other side. And just, be careful to make sure that you're matching the tension on the second side, because you don't want the smile lopsided. That would suck. Do this second thing here. Alright. Okay. And sorry, my hands are going to be over everything on this side, so you might not quite see what I'm doing too well on the second side. But you want to eyeball it and make sure that you're trying to get as close as you can to the spacing and positioning that you did on the first one, because it's got to be symmetrical. Whoa, wow, I really bent that one. Okay, I think we're a little bit off there. Okay, I think that's about right, hopefully. This might be another trial and error thing, because it can get hard to match them up on the second part of it, because you've already pulled that in, so you kind of have to guess a little bit on it. And like I said, if you screw up and the smile's not straight, it's not a huge deal. You can just pop the thread out on one side and redo it. It's really simple as pie to do that. And yeah, it looks like I got pretty close. Hey, I don't suck after all. Okay, so one thing you do want to kind of be careful about when you pull this in is, remember, you're just kind of gathering fabric and pulling it in when you do this, and you don't want to gather so much and pull it in so much that it puckers. You don't want any, you know, like ripples or anything like that where you pulled it in. So just be mindful of that. You know, you want those nice little butt cheeks right there to be nice and smooth and round with no defects at all. And the double knot again. That all twisted. Make sure that it's tight. And clip as close to the knot as possible. And just kind of, you know, work it over with your fingers a little bit and smooth it out. See, I got a little bit of a pucker there, which I didn't intend to, but it's not too bad, so I can kind of pull on it with my fingers and it straightens out. But, you know, so now she's got this nice clefted smile there, and it looks just really sweet. She's smiling and saying hi here. Yeah, I puckered a little bit. I may have to redo that, but I'll do that post-video so that the video isn't too long. But just so you kind of got an idea of how that's done. And she's got, you know, now she's got this nice smiling, beaming face, and she's all ready to tuck in with me tonight and have a good hug in return for her efforts. You've been a good girl and a good patient, Pearl. All right, that is the conclusion of this video. Now you have an overview and kind of a quick tutorial on how to do all these things. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me. I'm happy to always answer questions. My email will be provided with the posting of the video. Thank you, and happy resculpting.